Good evening, friends. Honestly, we said hit and you killed. Well, I'm trying to comment on the dog's comments one by one. I mean, without missing the incoming comments. Now, we said all comments. I'll start with Tosun first. I would appreciate it if you share the video first. First, this little one is 5.5 months old, Tosun. Memdu Abi has shared it. Dear Memdu Abi, respects, good evening. Do you know how many comments have come in? 21 minutes. I started early because of that. In 21 minutes, 165 comments have come in 21 minutes. We said hit and you killed. How am I supposed to do this? It would take 5 hours. I mean, if I spend 1 minute on each dog, it would take 165 minutes. Honestly, I wasn't expecting such a rush. I started early, Salo. Look, there are 165 comments in 21 minutes, and it's still going. This could become 300, 500 comments. That's why I started early, to gain a little time. Now, good evening to everyone again. I'm starting as much as I can. Salahatin, can you publish our video? Let me share it. Oh, don't even ask Furkan, how did we get ourselves into this? Let's say share. Let's share it in the group. Turkish Kangal. Let's share it on Leader as well. TRD Asıl too. Turkish Shepherd Dogs. Mega Kangal, Anatolian Kangals. We are members of so many places. Now then, we are starting with a 5.5-month-old puppy. The puppy's Memda, my brother. The puppy's top line looks good. The right side is currently a bit low for its age here. I mean, this angle. As it grows, as these legs strengthen, I expect this area to rise a bit more. It has a lower line. The belly tuck is there, nice. The length of this thigh bone, the length of the lower thigh bone is nice. Heel height is progressing well. This toe, the toes on this side are not pressing on the ground exactly as I want. This is due to rapid growth. You might have noticed it in the front wrists as well. There is a slight sinking deformation in the middle. And there is this angle here. This is a situation we might encounter in 5.5-month-old puppies, because it's clear this animal has seen winter. I mean, these are less common in the summer sun. This proportion is going well, and it's good at this height. It shows that the dog will be a tall dog. As for the head size, brother, if we compare this length to the height, the proportion is nice. The size of the skull is also nice. It's growing well. Its weight is appropriate. The coat care is also nice. You are already a master dog handler, Memda brother. You know how to take care of a dog, much better than many people. It's growing correctly. This is what I can comment on from the photo I see right now. The chest cavity also has this protrusion. If we look for a flaw, the lower jaw is not prominent in this photo. We are looking for a stronger lower jaw in the dog. But of course, it's only 5.5 months old. It will change a lot. A successful puppy. I also like the tail length. Congratulations. Now, our second dog. Özgür's dog. Free father. King. It's not very easy to find a flaw in King Özgür. Handsome, tall, sturdy, muscular, full, thick-boned, a beautiful animal. From the tail set to the withers, the top line is good. The bottom line is not bad. It's a bit short here. This could have come a bit more like this, but I'm speaking according to this photo. I haven't seen it in person. It also has a chest, and compared to a few months ago, the arms have started to mount in the correct place on the body. I'm talking about the front part, because the tips of the elbows looked slightly outward when it first arrived. I was saying it could be due to thinness. Its overall condition is very nice. Its weight and care are good. When you mentioned Özgür Yılmaz is a master, a breeder. May he be well. I can say it's a top-notch dog. King Bozo from Slova. Now, according to this photo, this dog is thin. Stop. Well, I mean, I can't enlarge the picture very much. I need to save it. According to this picture, the dog is thin, but everyone knows their own dog's picture. It needs to gain a bit of weight. Aside from this thinness, this dog's top line is very nice. The bottom line could be a bit more pronounced. The neck length is nice. The head and muzzle are very good. The leg height and body height ratio are nice. The rear lower thigh bone is especially very long. That's very good. The elbow is not bad. The place where the tail emerges is nice. A successful dog. There isn't a dog lover who wouldn't like King Bozo. Congratulations, Dursun. Afshin Kangal has shared a beautiful female. I need to save these pictures and display them large on the screen. Let it also be an experience for us. How can I evaluate from this photo? Look, the lower line and upper line have formed a slope here, partly due to the stance. It could have been a bit more thick-boned. The shoulders appear slightly forward. The head is nice. I like the distance between the eyes. The lip and mouth muzzle structure is good. This dog might be a bit thin and could have parasites. The tail's exit point appears low. The withers appear low. It's not a good photo. A better photo is needed for evaluation. Yes, a 7.5-month-old puppy. Alin Karakulik. Alin has very long legs. Look at the distance from here to there. The legs are very long. This dog exceeds 90 centimeters. Ali Demirkan, don't send it now. It won't be enough. I mean, how many photos, how many comments are there? It's 197 and I can't make it. I can last for an hour and a half. I can't endure beyond that. We'll find another solution for this. I mean, we'll archive the pictures. We would say only male dogs. Today we would say only females. We would say only puppies and divide them. I wasn't expecting something this intense. In 27 minutes, there have been 197 comments. 197 pictures, I mean, I don't know how many pictures. It was too much. Now, this part is high. You know the dog's wrist? The place where the wrist is also high. It will be very high. You already know the things you need to pay attention to with this dog. Joint health. Because as the bone grows excessively, the joints also need to be able to support the bones. And it needs to grow properly. When you look at the general fur and weight ratio, I mean, I can see its waist from here. It's clear that the animal is well fed. It's being filled out. This dog is growing nicely. Congratulations. Erdal Shirin has sent a lot of guard dogs. I mean, this dog is a sheepdog. Yes, the fur is rough, as if it's in a shedding phase. It's like there's fur on one side of the tail and none on the other. Overall, it looks fine. I mean, even if the photo is bad, it's a decent dog. Congratulations. You could have sent a slightly better photo, but I like the bottom line. The top line is also nice. The lower thigh bones of the hind legs are not bad. It has the angles and build that should be in a sheepdog. Is it thin? No, it's normal for a working dog. The fur looks a bit rough in the photo, I guess, because it works in the herd. Internal and external parasites haven't been very well managed. I recommend applying internal and external parasite treatments very well. Mahmoud Dennis has sent a 15-month-old puppy. In this photo, the dog's flaws are almost invisible. But there is a depression in the right paw in the fingers. You can look at it from the photo here. Both the direction the paw is facing and the fact that the paw is depressed and not compact. For example, look at the front paw, look at the back paw. The back paw is quite compact. There is an issue on the front right side. The distance between the shoulders is nice. The top line is nice. The bottom line is not entirely clear, but I suspect there is a shortness in the lower thigh bone of this dog. The back legs are slightly upright at the moment. You need to pay attention to this. I recommend using joint support, because the shortness of these bones hinders the connection with the upper part. And after a certain period, the animal's feet start to stand completely upright when taking steps. This animal might immediately lose the balance in the back foot. I recommend you pay attention to this. At 15 months, it will develop its back. It will grow in width and height. A well-built, well-groomed, muscular, meaty, sturdy, well-cared for, and well-attended dog. It's obvious. Well, it looks like there are a few struggle wounds. It seems so. Be careful at this age. Be careful until it reaches 2 years old. Mahmoud Deniz. Von Hercules is 11 months old. I'm evaluating based on the photo for Malaklu. Look here, this leg appears very short. If you look at this distance, I don't think it's that short, because I haven't seen this defect in the bloodline of this dog. Ever since Bozan, when we continued with my Hercule, when we looked, I don't see this issue in them. The lower thigh bone of the hind leg is nice. The elbow is good. The place where the tail emerges, the top line is very nice. The bottom line is as it should be in a Malaklu. And it's also a young dog. The fur could be a bit shorter to move towards perfection, but the head is very beautiful. The mouth is very nice. The ear placement is very nice. Congratulations, my dear Kamal. Very good. A photo of the same dog from the front. Yes, a beautiful dog. Well, Erdal Shirin, most people wouldn't even understand what this is. But this dog is a sheepdog. A dog that can run. A dog that can run and work with just a handful of food. Beautiful dog, brother. A 1-year-old female. Mehmet Gumus. Well, the shoulders are forward and mounted from below to the frame. There's a slight issue at the front. Mehmet Gumus. Well, can it do it? It can. Can it fix it? It can fix itself, but the front isn't very perfect. When you're matching this dog's front, you need to mate it with a dog that has a very correct front. The back legs are stepping a bit too wide. From what I see here, because the front steps narrow, the back steps a bit wide. The waist muscles are full and in place. As far as I can see from here, the general health isn't bad. Well, the size is also good. I can't see the toes very clearly. I can't see the lower part from the wrist, the toes, very clearly, because the photo is extremely small. That's all I'll say for now. Mehmet? Yes, here we have a small one that looks like our Charlie. French Bulldog. I give it full marks. I give it 100 out of 100. It's already holding the leash and collar. Be careful, it might drop you. Masala. Our brother Ibrahim, Imahanoğlu sent. A Kangal. Well, it's a sheepdog. Anatomy. I can't see its leg, but I'm guessing from here. The development in this leg is nice. The arm is a bit too extended. I guess you intervened, because it has a very proper structure. A dog with such a proper structure doesn't step incorrectly, even if you want it to. Well, the head is nice. The coat is nice. It has a coat suitable for winter and cold. Well fed, it's been fed adequately. The muscle mass is not bad either. It's a very nice dog. Ibrahim Imahanoğlu. Friends, I'm evaluating as much as I can see from the photos. Mistakes can happen, but I'm trying to do my best here. At 16 months, this animal hasn't developed its frame yet. Mustafa Ayıldız, Karadeniz Ereğli, 16-month-old male. Look, according to this photo, the dog's frame hasn't developed yet. The hind thighs are strong. The lower thigh bones. Well, the angles let's say in Anatolian terms, you say the new back, the rear part. These are the rears, but the croup is evaluated separately. The size of the thigh is evaluated separately. The lower thigh bone is evaluated separately, and the elbows are evaluated separately. It's not enough to just say the rears are good and move on. Well, the size of the thigh is nice, proportionate to the frame, and this width is correct. These are strong. This bone is good. Well, the rib cage reaches down to the elbow. The elbows of this dog appear slightly below the frame. Mustafa Ayıldız. The top line is nice, but it's standing in a crooked position. It's standing upwards. That would cause its top line to stand even more properly. However, this dog still has no problem with its waist, croup, or back. The spine is good, and the lower line is distinct from here. Well, congratulations. Mustafa Ayıldız. İbrahim İmahanoğlu Lodos is a perfect prototype female dog. Friends. Well, the Kangal probably has very nice eye arches, prominence, and head size. It has descended very neatly on all four legs. You can see by following from the toes. I can't say much more. The backside, upper and lower lines are not visible. When we look from the front, the legs are mounted to the body from the ground. Well, the structure of the rib cage is nice. The size of the head is very nice. The position of the eyes and ears is nice. The mask could have been a bit darker, just a little more. Well, the bone thickness is nice. The way the back follows the front is nice. A perfect 10 dog. Congratulations. İbrahim İmamoğlu. Dursun Sahin, Macedonian musk girl, morphine female. This photo doesn't show the dog very well, Dursun. Well, the legs are close to each other. If I pay attention, this leg is looking inward like this. It misleads us when evaluating the dog, but the way the rib cage comes from here is nice. The bottom line is not bad. The dog might be pregnant or have just eaten, mum, or drunk a lot of water. Well, I can't clearly follow the top line, but I can say it's good. Well, the shoulders are strong. This part is in the foreground. The equality of this distance is not bad, but I can say that the shoulders of this dog are a bit forward. Well, the length of the lower thigh bone at the back is good. The elbow length is also not bad. However, this leg also needs to be seen. I need to look at both, and after looking at both, I need to compare these two with the front, but a correct stance is necessary. Well, there is an issue related to the fur. This dog is either in a feeding or shedding period. I am speaking according to this photo right now. It would require more well-groomed fur. The weight and such are not bad though. Between 8 to 13 months, all the same dog. Well, this is a game dog. Pit bull. This dog is a real pit bull. It's muscular and all that. Well, not one of those other types. Let's talk about this as well. Firstly, pay attention to the body of this dog. It has a small frame. It has a very slim waist. It has long and strong legs. The neck is also long. This dog was bred for fighting. Fighting breed. Animals have light frames and can work athletically for a very long time. For example, look at its 13-month-old state, which is more clearly visible. The hind thighs are larger, the front part has started to strengthen, and the head is beginning to take shape. The back line is slight. There is that small hump in the pit bull, and the line towards the bottom is very nice. An animal that can be evaluated. A beautiful animal. Afshin Kangal has sent us a beautiful Kangal dog. How much can I evaluate from this photo? Well, the head is correct, the neck is correct, the coat is correct, the posture is correct. Look, from here I can't quite see if the foot is sitting on one of the hips. Well, the front legs are not fully in the frame. This is a posture defect. It could also be related to the ground. If there is a photo where it appears clearer, I can make a more precise evaluation. Ahmet Akçam, look, has sent a fairly correct photo. Well, the top line. There is a slight inclination here. That catches my eye there. Well, at the bottom, the udder has sagged. Well, because it has given birth before. But the lower line is visible. The descent of the back The lower thigh bone. I mean right here. Well, Ahmet Akçam, you might remember from the photo of your own dog. This lower thigh bone seems a bit short, and its angle appears small. Well, the shoulder is not visible here. I mean, is it in front, in place, below, or inside on top of the body? I can't see very clearly from this photo whether it's in the right place, but the right shoulder looks correct. I can't evaluate the left shoulder because it's not visible. The neck angle is correct. The head size is nice in proportion to the body. The thigh size is nice. Well, the right side is not too low. The right side is also nice. Overall, a nice dog. Congratulations. Ahmet Akçam. I mean, the photo is very, very, very distant. The top line is nice. The neck angle is nice. The fur is nice. Well groomed. The angles of the hind legs are correct. Yeah, I look like a 15-month-old male. Friends, don't send. 276 photos have arrived. It's not enough time. 276 in 40 minutes, 276. I mean, I was saying it would be good if about 50 came. Well, 276 of them have arrived. I can't keep up. And with such distant photos, only the dog's owner will be able to look at the photo and understand. Our other friends won't be able to see. If there are closer up photos, it would be better. For example, this dog isn't bad. They've done a close-up in the correct way. I guess the front of the dog is elevated. The top line isn't bad. The croup has come out low. There's a bottom line. But the shoulders are forward, friends. The chest is inside the dog. I mean, while it should be forward, the chest has remained inside. The lower thigh bone is slightly steep, slightly short, more precisely... The coat is nice. The weight is in good condition. You've probably tightened the leash too much. It's slipping, friends. But the head and lip structure is nice. I liked it. The position and height of the ears are nice. Overall, it's a nice dog, but it has flaws. I mean, there is a shortness in the shoulders and the back. The lower thigh bone. But overall, it's a nice dog. The king of dogs, Zerdeva. That lower thigh bone immediately caught my eye. The angle here is a bit small. The chest could be a bit larger. The neck is nice. The angle of the ears is correct. The structure of the head is typical. The muzzle, the lower jaw is typical because it is not a molluscoid head. This dog has a wolf type head. The neck appears a bit long here, but the neck length is also good. The length of the tail and the tail's exit point, the back line, the underline, and their proportions. Look, the leg is a bit too long. The chest is a bit small. I wonder how old the dog is. This could be a young animal. I mean, it might not have developed its frame yet. Twillo shared Hasso, Hercule. Let's evaluate Hercule. Hercule's backline and underline are perfect. The bone structure is perfect. The hind leg structure is perfect. The shoulders are slightly too forward. As it ages a bit, it will show the front. Not as narrow, but excessively wide. The coat is correct. I'm explaining because I know the dog friends. The distance between the eyes is a bit close for my personal taste. Not too close, but in the right place. The mouth is long and beautiful. The head size is nice. This dog will be an excellent stud. Raise it well. Cihangeran Bakci. There is a Malakla here. Brother, the lower thigh bones of this dog are very long. The upper thigh bone is also long, and there is contact at the elbows behind. And friends, the shoulders are also forward. The skeleton is not very strong. It needs to use joint support. If you write the dog's age when sharing, I can comment more easily. Its weight is low due to parasites or insufficient nutrition. It needs to have a bit more weight, and its fur needs to be better maintained. There are layers in its fur. The head is a typical head. The ear position is correct. The eye position is correct. Overall, it's a beautiful dog, but there are problems with the joints and angles. Mehmet Gümüş, this dog is amazing. This white dog is an amazing dog. It's just that the front isn't visible. The top line and bottom line are great, beautiful. The lengths of the hind thighs are nice. The rear elbows are clearly visible. The neck is not bad. Furkan Atakan, the picture is from so far away that it looks like a dot from here. I'm saying as much as I can see. The top line is perfect. The rear. Lower thigh bones are nice. The shoulders are a bit forward. I can't comment much on its weight and overall health. Because the picture is very small. Peace. Ersin, Barış Zengin, is a handsome dog. The hind legs are placed a bit close to each other. Here, I mean, they are placed a bit close, and the thighs are mounted underneath the body. Probably the croup is low, the top line is nice, but the bottom line is straight. The shoulders, when weight is applied, stand under the body, but the dog's shoulders are forward. It has similar anatomical deficiencies as the previous dog. The weight is good, the care is good, the attention is nice, which is evident from the animal's face. That animal is generally nice. Suleiman Aslan, please do not send it. There are 306 pictures, but it won't be enough. I mean, how many hours will we do? I mean, if one dog takes 1 minute, it makes 300 minutes. It's 311 now. It's flying away, friends. How could I have known it would be like this? I'm sorry. Now, a young dog. The age is not written. Muharrem Kakir. Look, the hind legs seem a bit pressed down. Pressed down from top to bottom. The shoulders are a bit forward. The animal can't stand completely balanced. It's clear from here that it's a young dog. Well, its overall weight and care are good. It's evident that the animal has received attention. It's a well cared for animal. However, it has problems in its joints, both in the shoulder position, and in the joints at the back. By problem, I don't mean it's crippled, but it needs joint support. It shouldn't move too much. Be careful. While developing it, my brother Muharrem Çakır. Peace be upon you, Süleyman Aslan. Greetings from us to Georgia as well. Kenan Aryan. I can't make much of a comment from here. Well, you have a young animal. With you? It's sitting in the car, going. Well, its coat looks nice and well groomed from here. The fur, especially under the collar, is very beautiful. Well, the ear. I mean, it has a serious forehead bump and a pointed mouth. Just so you know, the traits we look for in our local dogs didn't show up in this photo. Memdo, brother, I evaluated your dog, by the way, just so you know. Well, Indian Rooster. This dog seems to be young. Shoulder structure. Well, look, it stands wide at the back and a bit narrow at the front. It stands wide at the back to balance, because it stands narrow at the front. Well, the back is not exactly under the body. The shoulder and the body are, well, under but seem a bit forward in its development. Well, there are some things. A point to pay attention to. But the head and ear type, the overall stance is very nice. Bravo to Zerdaba, congratulations. Yusuf Ozdemir. Well, another young dog. 5 months old. Yes. Well, the bone development is nice. I like the bones and forearms. The color is amazing. Well, the rear thigh bone. I mean, where is the rear thigh bone? Here, look, brother. The rear thigh bone between the knee and the elbow is a bit short. The rear of this dog might deteriorate. Be careful. Well, a bit overweight and I guess, well, living freely. I recommend its daily exercise to be around 30 minutes. Well, it shouldn't walk too much. You need to control it a bit. Greetings, Ali Baba. Well, my friend asked about joint support. Friends, we have joint support. We have a product called Gag Canine. This product works on these dogs. Well, it strengthens them. You can see it by visiting promama.com.tr. The product is called Gag Canine. But right now, I mean, there's so much food and this and that. I can't get into that. I can only provide that kind of information at the very end of the broadcast. Because people are waiting in line. Yusuf Özdemir, Well, the shoulders are forward again. You haven't written the dog's age. It's not in the exact place. It should be under the chest. Well, the top line is nice. There is a bottom line. Well, the bone base is good. The size of the thigh is nice. The tail exit point is a bit low. The head size is good. Actually, it's a good dog. The photo? Well, it's not a very good photo. Overall, it's nice, but it's clear that it lives in the village. I like such a dog. Yusuf Özdemir, you've shared a lot. You're infringing on people's rights. Okay, let these be your last dogs. Well, it's clear these are herd dogs too. The female is very beautiful. The head is especially very beautiful. Well, although I can't evaluate much from this photo, those elbows need to be mounted a bit more inside, but below the body. Well, the male, for example, is a bit better compared to the female. I'm talking about this stance, of course. The male's head size, well, is like a male's head. The female's head is also clearly like a female's head. There's no need to talk much about these. Congratulations, my brother. It's a working dog. Happy virtuous Shabab. Now, we don't know how many months old this dog is here. The man is 2 meters tall,